friend Khadija. So today we are going to present to you about artificial red blood cell. Can you see? Okay. So what do you know about artificial red blood cell? It's not a red blood cell, but it's an artificial red blood cell. It is some our red blood cells, but the one that's been artificial. So our scientist has been discover about these artificial red blood cells, and it's going to come to us by this 2017. Okay, you must have the model who is actually the person who has discovered about this artificial red blood cells. So actually it's from McTurner, which is a scientist from the University of Edinburgh, and they say that we have already made the red blood cells that are fit to go in a person's body. And for now, we haven't really had that. So then there is one that is now leading the project that will be coming to us by this 2017. Next, the process is very simple. I just conclude it in one slide, which is the step is just the red blood cells is actually collected, or we take the stem cells from our body, our body, stem cells from our body, and they go through a process which is known as rewinding. And then the stem cells are now been cultured in a bone marrow like environment, which is already know that our red blood cells coming from our bone marrow, so that's why it's cultured in a bone marrow like environment. And then only the cells have been extracted from the environment. Okay, so far there's been two types of artificial red blood cells that have been discovered or have been made, which is the first one is hemoglobin base. Hemoglobin base is basically is a type that is normally in our red blood cells, which is hemoglobin. But there's some disadvantage of this hemoglobin base, or we say it's lacking, which is still not perfect because it still requires refrigeration, and it's oxygen carrier only, and it's not function. The function is not universal. Okay. And the second one is the perfluorocarbon. So perfluorocarbon, if compared to hemoglobin base, it can carry around 5 times more oxygen than hemoglobin base. But the weakness is it's only work for 48 hours in our body, and also it's insoluble in blood, which means we can get a heart attack if this perfluorocarbon is inserted in our body. And I'm going to give it to my friend.
Okay, let's proceed with me. My name is Siti Khadija, and I'm going to explain the advantage of artificial red blood cells. Okay, as we know, artificial red blood cells, there are 4 main types of blood: A, B, O, and also AB. So, AB positive is the universal recipients, means that people with AB blood donor can receive all types of blood from other people. They're having different type of blood. Meanwhile, O negative is a universal donor, means that people with O negative blood donor can donate his blood to all different of people that having different type of blood. So can I ask how many of you having O negative blood types? Oh, I see there are only 2 people here having O negative blood type, and actually research shown that out of 50 people, only 1 people having O negative blood type. So it is very crucial for us because O negative is a universal donor. So the scientists today have targeting the artificial red blood cell into type O blood cell, so we can having more supply of blood. Okay. My next point is this artificial red blood cell has no potential of transmitting disease. As we know, by blood transfusion or blood donation, there might be a little mistake such as when handling the needles are not completely clean and it's being used again, and sometimes it can transmit disease such as HIV and hepatitis B and C. So, and also by blood donations, as we know, the blood that we donate is being taken into the blood bank, and if the blood is stored in long time, so there will be a bacterial contamination that will lead to several disease. So we would like to prevent this from happening. So we create artificial red blood cells which approximately zero potential of transmitting disease. As we know, the artificial red blood cells is created by the scientists in the laboratory that completely pure and clean. Okay. Next. Okay, why do we need artificial red blood cells? Because it's important of blood replacement, and also due to limited of blood donation, as I mentioned before, O negative bloods have a very little in our country. So, and also the supply, we need to increase the supply of blood, so we need this artificial blood cells. Next, the blood typing, the shelf life. As we know, artificial blood cell is a longer shelf life rather than the normal blood cells. And also risk of disease, as I mentioned before. Next. So the conclusion is there are many advantages of artificial blood cell rather than disadvantage. As we can see, the differences between donated blood and artificial blood cells, they have a short shelf life for normal blood. And for artificial blood cells, they have longer shelf life. So as I mentioned earlier, this point, risk of transmitting infection disease for donated blood, no risk of transmitting infection disease for artificial red blood cells. Donated blood needs cross-matching, and meanwhile artificial red blood cell needs cross-matching is just universal compatible because we just created O negative red blood cells. So I think that's all from us. That's being presents our topic. Thank you.
So,